Scorpio, what's going on? Wish Poppington. Yeah, let's go ahead and get into your reading, shall we? Uh-oh. I was snacking, y'all. I was snacking. I don't want that to make a bunch of noise. Maybe I should put it down here. Hold on. All right. It's so good. Do y'all eat the bare naked granola? Okay. Here we go, Scorpio. So let's see how you're showing up. I just get straight to it, y'all. I'm like, what's that dude? Was it Sherman? What was his name? Sherman something. He played on Seattle, the Seahawks. And they were saying that if he didn't do the press conferences after the games for the NFL, that he was going to get fined. And so they were asking him questions, and he was just sitting there. He was like, y'all know why I'm here. Like, I'm here so I won't get fined. That's about it. Okay. So you know why I'm here. You know what we're about to do, Scorpio. Let's get it. All right. I just thought I got a timestamp Cancer. A lot of y'all could be dealing with the Cancer. I kept going to like do Cancer's reading, and I already did Cancer's reading. Okay, and almost did another reading for Cancer. Here we go. Let's see how you're showing up in the connection. Sorry for the rant, Scorpio. All right, so you're showing up like the moth. So undergoing great transformation with the moth energy. A lot of you may want things to be easier in the connection with who this is. When the moth shows up, I know I say this all the time, but I have to say it. It says you have to tell moths that no one is exempt from life's trials or tribulations. Okay, we're all going to go through it at some point or another. It's essential for growth. Change is inevitable. Scorpio, you are the sign of transformation, so you know this. Okay, I associate moths with Scorpio energy as well. I feel like either you want to or you are communicating, your thoughts, your ideas to who this is. You could be, talking to this person, and your mind is like shifting, and it's, going back and forth. Some of you may be on the fence about this connection, okay? But what I'm getting to is like you've changed, okay? You've changed. Oh my goodness. I don't even know why I didn't just think of this. So my sister's a Scorpio, and I sent her a picture of a moth earlier in my backyard. I don't know if you all are going to be able to see this. Look how pretty that moth is, y'all. And then I think it's a girl. She was like, I think that's a girl moth. Can you see it? Right there. Yeah, super pretty. And I sent it to her because I'm like, I associate, Scorpios with moths or whatever. So interesting. Let's see how your person's showing up for you right now, Scorpio. Okay. Ooh, the eagle. Okay. I'm also seeing the whale and the deer, which I need to mention. So for some of you, this person could be leading you in a different direction. Your person is very focused on a goal. Okay. Eagle is my card. Like, this person may be in the military. All right. United States military. I associate the eagle. what was I going to say? For some of you, that could be why maybe there's some hesitation on your part. So you both show up with air energy right now. And this person could be like directing you in a different direction. Okay. And that's why I was getting that on the fence type of energy. They're very goal oriented right now. There's something here that this person, not moths, eagles usually represent freedom, liberation, and expansion. All right. For some of you, what I'm getting is that this person is associated with like you doing something new and maybe freeing yourself. There's freedom associated with who this is when it comes to the connection with you two. Being free. Now, the reason why I brought up the whale is whoever this is. Oh, so air for signs, this person could be a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Okay. Now, with the whale spirit, this person seems to have a very deep emotional connection to you. Okay. Whale spirit is very motherly, very maternal. For some of you, this could be a guide, the eagle. I'm just kind of getting to tell you that. For some of you, this is a guide. Person on your mind could be just you, because this is how my readings resonate sometimes. And this eagle is guidance, guiding you in a new direction. If you believe in guides, then it absolutely could be a guide. Okay. Oh, as I said that, this flew out. Let's see what it says. Okay. Shadow side. You made me realize my flaws. It's funny. Look at the moth going to the light. Look at her. Okay. So I feel like that's you, Scorpio. You're doing some reflecting right now in this connection. And you could be seeing things differently. A lot of you are doing shadow work. That's why I said you're changing. I'm getting like the green, the heart chakra energy with you. I want to see what the mutual feelings are. Values. We have too many differences. Okay. Okay. The reason why I'm getting the heart chakra is because you all seem to be caught between going with your heart or going with your mind. What do you think versus what do you feel? Some of you have Libra in your chart. You're like weighing things out. Clarify how. Actually, I want to clarify shadow side for you, Scorpio. Clarify shadow side. Okay. 10 of Pentacles. It's about commitment, marriage, having a, long-term commitment. I feel like you want to commit to who this is. And it's like you have sat back and had time to reflect on things. Hold on. I'm going back to the fact that, you know, it's difficult, okay? It's difficult. I think a lot of you want to change in a way where you can show up hold on. You want to show up for this person. Hold on, I'm getting worth it. Like it's worth it. You made me realize my flaws, and it's like your mind is changing, your heart is changing, you're experiencing this growth. And it's to show up, you know, in this connection, committed and stable. Let's go to, okay, wow. Ooh, that's weird. The Eight of Pentacles reversed, Page of Swords, and the Ace of Cups wanted to come out for we have too many differences. Values, hold on. Clarify the mutual feelings these two have about the connection. The Emperor. Okay. Okay. The Emperor. Scorpio, I feel like the eagle is the Emperor. Okay. It's interesting. This is Scorpio, Taurus. Has this person told you, like, you all have too many differences and, like, you've reflected on that, Scorpio? And, like, you're reflecting on what this person, what this Emperor, I feel like this Emperor is your person. It can be you too. I get, like, whoever you're involved with or whoever this is, they're very firm, like, on what they want. They're very, again, it's funny, Eagle is my cardinal card, and the Emperor is cardinal, it's Aries. I brought up the dude. He's an Aries, okay, that played for the Seahawks. So, yeah, it's like, I feel like this person is standing their ground. They know what they want, and they're going to continue to go for that. And anything outside of what it is that they want to have in terms of, like, marriage, commitment, relationship, I feel like this person has expressed to you, like, how do I say this, Scorpio? They're like, if that's not what you want, then I'm going to continue moving forward. I know what I want. I know, so there's something about, like, relocating. Is this person, like, relocating for their job, and you're thinking about, you know, maybe possibly relocating where they're at? Because there's something here that they've made a decision on. That's what I'm getting, Scorpio. This person has made a decision. Like, I'm doing this. I'm moving forward. But that's different. That is different than what you want or you want to do. Hold on. But now, okay. But see, they still have hope. I haven't given up on us yet. I haven't given up on us yet. I don't think either one of you have, Scorpio. That's the thing. I don't think either one of you have. But what I'm getting is like your person is very firm on how they intend to operate. Okay? Like they're going to do what they need to do. They're going to work how they're going to work. They're going to go where they're going to go. You know, they've made that decision. And so now, that's why I said like this person, I think, represents a new way of operating, living, thinking, whatever. It represents something, but it does feel like liberating. It feels free. Like they could even free you from something, okay? Free you from, you know, from what you feel tied to right now, okay? King of Pentacles was the card that was left right there. Clarify hope. I haven't given up on us yet. How this person feels towards Scorpio right now. Yeah, Hierophant. Committed. I get this person feeling pretty committed to you. Okay? But they're also like about commitment. That's why I said like I could see this person saying, look, we can either move forward, committed, married. The reason why I say that is because you also have, well, on top of that, there's an engagement and wedding ring right there, but you also have values, and it's like, they may feel like, hey, I value marriage. I value commitment. I, value XYZ. That's what I am. That's the only way that I'll move forward with you. I'm just using that as an example. Okay. And maybe before Scorpio, you didn't want to move forward with this person in that way. Again, using an example, but now, I feel like you're kind of changing your mind. You've had some time to reflect and, you're like, okay, I'm kind of like realizing some things, seeing some things. There's something about traditional, tradition, like this person wants a traditional relationship. Let me see what actions does Scorpio want to take? Wow, the Hermit reverse towards who this is. I want to clarify it. The Knight of Cups. Yes. Okay, so it's like you're wanting to come out of this period of reflection, and that's crazy because the Hermit is Virgo, right? And you do have more Virgo here with the Ten of Pentacles. And the opposite of Virgo is Pisces. Well, the Knight of Cups is Pisces, and that's what I was getting. I'm like, okay. I feel like you want to come out of this space or period of, thinking about, I love the light too, by the way. Sorry. I'm sorry. I love the imagery on the Hermit, the light and the moth. It's like, you're done analyzing, you're done thinking, you're done processing. And I feel like you want to share and express these thoughts and these feelings that you are having. when it comes to the connection with who this is. If you all have had a breakup with this person, I feel like you don't want to be broken up anymore, right? The Hermit sometimes can represent a breakup. And I think you're like, I want to come out of this break period and, I want to express my feelings, express my emotions. Even be romantic. Let's see, clarify what actions this person wants to take towards Scorpio. Clarify what actions this person wants to take towards Scorpio. The Five of Wands. Oh, they want to argue. They definitely want to talk. They do. They definitely want to talk if you all aren't talking. But yeah, man, that's that, I'm getting a lot of ego here. A lot of masculine energy. What actions they want to take. I feel like this person wants to teach you a lesson. Can I be honest? Because I'm getting like this whole, sometimes when I see the Emperor, it's like checkmate, Yeah, and you're just not in that space. You're more so in like this peaceful place. But remember I said the Emperor, can be the Emperor too. This Aries is the god of war. And like I said, this is my, military cards. Like this person can be in the military. So it's like, whoever this is, I just feel like they want to complicate something for you, or they want to make something difficult with the Five of Wands. It's conflict. Like they are willing to engage in conflict with you. Okay. So it's like war. Okay. Or they're ready to battle it out. They want to, this person wants to engage in some sort of disagreement with you because they have some sort of beef still. Okay. Or that part can resonate, but remember I said this person represents a level of freedom or liberation. What I'm seeing is they're like, they don't want to make something easy for you. Yeah, they don't want to make it easy for you. Something like that. Hold on. It's a bit of a mess. I'm looking at this imagery, okay? The actions they want to take towards you. And you've got all of this going on. And just look at the fire and look at the sun, right? I almost get like this person wants you to work for it. Like they want to make you work for it, okay? Make it difficult, challenging. I don't like that. I don't. It's a bit like controlling. Okay. Well, I don't know. That's what I'm getting. I get very masculine energy with your person, very feminine energy with you. So yeah, and that makes sense with how you both are mutually feeling. Like you guys are on two different, remember I said It's almost like this person may be having you pick a side, like choose a side, Scorpio. Which side are you on? And what I heard from you is it's like, can we all just get along? Like, can we all just get along? That's why you're like this Knight of Cups. Just very peaceful. Scorpio, very interesting. But I think this person's giving you a difficult time because they still want you. Like they still are holding out on hope for you two. Okay? Okay, I'm going to stop this here and continue your reading over on part 2. The links are in the description, top of the comments. All right, I'll see some of you over there from the membership, some of you over there if you're going to watch it on Gumroad. Okay, so in the extended, we're going to talk about how this person is showing up for you in May. What actions will they be taking towards you during the month of May? What do they want overall with you? Okay, what are they wanting from you? What are they wanting the overall outcome to be with you too? Then we're going to pull the outcome for May that I get and the lifetime outcome that I get for you all at this point. We're going to pull from the Time Oracle deck. I'll tell you, a timeline of when I see forward movement with you two, like you all being on the same page, moving forward. And then we're going to pull advice for you with who this is. All right, so if whatever you want, if you want things to work out with this person, what would be your advice in that sense? And then we're going to pull your advice overall, Scorpio. What is your advice from your higher self, consciousness, higher level consciousness, in order for you to get your desired outcome, even outside of, involving this individual. Okay. So I'll see some of you over there if you're going to continue watching. If this is where we part ways, Scorpio, love you. I'll see you all next time. Peace.